Well, hey.
Yeah, good to see you.
Hi.
I
How
don't
are
think
you?
we've done a daytime recording in I don't know how long.
Did we ever do one?
Probably not, actually.
Way too nice. Oh, I broke
Nice.
everything. Don't switch.
There ought to be ghosts galore in
This
Offered
is
by Betty White.
I know.
I thought she died.
Judging this stranger's ordering habits.
There was somebody leaving poisoned sausages on the ground. James Games.
And
Speaking of sweet corn,
I just got achievement unlocked. What's cooking?
they eat frozen monkey brain.
also telling our futures.
Family spice bag.
I was out last night before, Saturday night. I just got in touch with my cousin Johnny, and he had gotten free tickets for a comedy festival thing that's on the Ivy Gardens. So we went there and saw like four comedians.
Oh.
It sounds really good. It was weird to be in a really packed little tent, like knees touching the people beside me. And I'm actually feeling a little bit run down today. I'm hoping I didn't catch anything,
Oh no.
but the comedians were pretty good. There was Jason Byrne. Would you know him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really like him. I've never met anyone who does. He was the last person playing. He was okay, but the other three were actually pretty good. They're much smaller, kind of newer people.
He's your name
Um,
recognition that you have to have for the headline.
yeah, RT seemed to love him. He's always on RT, but I never
Probably
really
a
liked him.
cheap get.
Yeah, probably. That was fun. It was nice to be out and doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think otherwise. Like, I haven't done much else except I've been working on that video I was telling you about, the other one where I'm doing like a breakdown of Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've been working on that. I finished the script and the recording of the script, so now I'm on the video editing part. And then I was like,
Awesome.
I like video editing, but I don't know how much I like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like the purpose it serves, and I like having fun with it a bit. But then when you're like 4 hours in, I'm like, oof.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta go for a walk or we'll go back to the gym or something. This is.
Yeah. I was have this long weekend, and so yesterday I kind of decided to do a bit of kind of gaming for the evening.
Ooh.
Cracked out Minecraft, and starting afresh from like haven't played it in over 10 years. I know a little bit of the newer updates from watching
Hmm.
videos, but I was trying to figure it out kind of from scratch again, how to like I didn't realize you have to cook food, and I had to learn that after a while. It actually turned I wish I'd recorded it because it turned out to be quite a dramatic kind of session. I was killed a few times and nearly drowned, nearly starved to death. I kind of wish I'd recorded it. And you were talking about, possibly us doing a little Minecraft server or something.
Oh, James, come up here. You can look at the sunrise through the window.
Oh, lovely.
It's really beautiful.
I like the idea of two millennials trying to learn how Minecraft works from vaguely remembering it 10 years ago.
That's so funny because yeah, when we got into Minecraft in college, and it was still in
Yeah,
beta, I think it hadn't even officially released yet.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I still have my account from then, so I can
Yeah,
download it
same.
whenever.
Yeah,
uh,
to do a bit of work to get it working again, my account, but I
it's so
haven't
funny
gone.
because you say what was it when we were in college, like 2010 ish, 2011. So like 10,
Yeah,
10, 11, 12 years ago, and there's kids that are 12 playing who've played Minecraft their entire life because it's existed.
yeah.
It's fuck, it's wild.
And there's so much new stuff in it from when I last played it.
But
Um,
you're saying okay, so you say that we are very much the millennials. We are on the way out. I mean, culturally,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
we're hitting that phase where we're not quite as relevant. You and I, of course, being very hip millennials.
Also, Minecraft videos get so many views. Like, if you want to become a big streamer, Minecraft is the thing to do.
Yeah.
I have a sort of a browsing housing to show you.
Oh
I
my
haven't done a
God,
browsing
James.
housing in a while.
James, stop the
Oh, yeah?
presses. Stop the presses. It's Browsenhausen spectacular. I've got one for you too.
Oh, wow.
Browsenhausen for you.
So, so yeah, this guy called Ryan decided to build a castle for himself. Um, keep in mind, he could have named it anything. He decided to name it Ryan's Castle, which isn't the most,
James, I would argue, what better name? I mean,
it's to the point. It describes what it is.
if you were to build a castle, what would you name it?
Oh, probably like, oh, what's the one from He-Man? Grayskull, isn't that the castle?
I wasn't expecting you to bring up a He-Man reference. That's fantastic.
Castle Grayskull, yeah, there we go.
Castle Grayskull. So you'd call it Castle Grayskull.
Yeah, and it would look like that. And I'd look like that.
Wait, do you want to look like He-Man or Skeletor?
Oh, I'm not sure. I think He-Man. I mean, look at that haircut.
He's probably a bit of a gay icon, I would say.
I suppose.
Also, you shouldn't hold a sword like that. You're going to cut your hand.
Yeah, I know. It's like he's putting a sheath onto it or off it, but isn't.
Ow.
I think it's maybe unintentionally a gay icon. I don't know if he was ever meant to be, but he
Like,
is quite homoerotic.
look at him embracing Skeletor.
Yeah.
That's a love embrace, for sure. Or
Sorry,
like confuse people, call it like what's another type of building? Like shed, castle shed or something. So people are like, is it a castle or a shed?
Castle House.
Castle
Although
house.
you
There
probably do
probably
have
is
some
a
called that.
million
Yeah.
castle houses. Yeah.
But yeah, this guy went with Ryan's castle, which is fair enough. He can go wherever he wants. It's his castle.
Fair.
And this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can. I'm going to
Yeah,
zoom
yeah,
in.
I can see that, but zoom in, yeah. Okay.
It's quite blocky and weird.
Yeah, it looks like he's in a Minecraft server.
It totally looks like a Minecraft house, or when you build in The Sims. And it's got
God.
like an actual little house at the end in the middle with these bits on the side. Fortunately, all the pictures are really like low res.
Like shy.
Those
Yeah.
one
Oh,
in
did you see the website's graphics? The Welcome to
yeah, the
Ryan's
spinning.
Castles.
You can see
Oh,
some of the walls they didn't bother filling in the like
oh
stone texture.
no.
It's just
It's so
concrete on some
cheap and
parts.
shit looking. Come on, Ryan.
And like the kind of tower bit here has these nice kind of pointed windows on the bottom and then just square windows on top.
God. Where is Ryan's Castle?
It's outside Edmonton in Alberta. So in kind of the
Right.
back end of Canada. And there were a couple of so you can stay there, right? And there's luncheon upon arrival. And it's served English afternoon tea served on the pool deck dining area. So we'll see a picture of that later on. Just
Pool
keep in
deck
mind
dining area. Okay.
that's where they serve lunch. And breakfast each morning by the in-house chef.
Oh my
What
God.
are the bets? That's Ryan. It's just
Yeah.
Ryan that cooks the breakfast.
Well, or it's a really, really sad, underpaid, that's spinning, like Mexican guy or something who just has to live there, and he just really wants to live in Canada, but he's kind of forced to live in the dungeon of this fake castle.
So this is my favorite picture. It's of the swimming pool.
The pool is kept very warm. Oh,
And was something looking at this that I thought, what is it about this seems really
Is
familiar?
it?
And
It's familiar.
do you know what this reminds me of is PlayStation 1 graphics, where it's like the same repeating texture all over the walls,
Yeah,
like
that's exactly
straight
what it is.
lines. It's like low polygons,
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
and
That
it's
that
just all kind of
exact
oddly
pattern.
shaped.
Yeah,
Hello, Harry. It's me, Hagrid.
yeah, yeah. That
It's
is.
like Lara Croft's
I
mansion
was just
or
gonna say
something.
Lara Croft's fucking mansion. Yeah, that is. You've hit the nail on the head with that one. It's like
It's like those
Jesus.
that era of game, you still had to use your imagination a bit with it.
Hmm.
Like, like with Lara Croft's house, it did look like a big house, but you still had to kind of fill in some of the gaps in your own imagination and
That was a lot easier
a bit
back
of leeway.
then.
Yeah,
Because like when I think about playing that as a kid, I'm like, oh yeah, there was this huge full mansion you could explore, and locking the butler in
the
the
butler.
freezer.
Yeah,
That everyone locked that fucker in the freezer. But if you were to look at it now, I was like, how did I think this was anything other than Ryan's
I
castle?
know. We're spoiled with our photorealistic graphics nowadays.
Yeah, definitely. And I wonder in 20 years will we say the same? Oof, God,
So
it's
it's the
really.
pool deck there, which is where afternoon tea is served. So you get to have your afternoon tea with the smell of chlorine in the
That's
air.
awful, and it seems so
Humid
cramped.
room. It does, yeah. Yeah.
Ryan,
I'd love to know if this is real stone that's on the wall or not. I have looked
no.
at it to see is there a repeating pattern, but I don't see any. I'm not sure. They're probably like tiles that look like stone, maybe.
Yeah, that's it's like the section of the front where he hadn't finished it. That's
Oh, yes,
probably a
yeah, yeah.
paneling thing that just goes on the wall because he's not. That's not
Yeah.
brickwork. There's no way. Yeah,
There's
it's
various
hideous.
other.
It's hideous pattern. It doesn't look like like it looks like
No, it doesn't.
fake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Enchanting
Then
candlelight.
there's.
Oh
Oh,
my.
wow. That'd make you dizzy.
Make sure you make the text spin. They'll never come if the text doesn't spin right in their face. It's gonna pop, I swear to God. Make it spin and spin in a circle.
It's like ceilings. But yeah, you can get married there.
Oh
You can
no.
take loads of photos.
Imagine if that was your fucking wedding. You end up at Ryan's castle eating your overcooked salmon, smelling the chlorine with the fake wall pattern.
Get to have
Jesus
your dinner,
fucking
wedding
Christ.
meal beside the pool.
After dinner you can do a cannonball and everything.
See, why make the tops of
Awful.
it like,
It's
I don't know.
awful. Because like did he look at what castles actually were or did he design it based on PS1 graphics?
I'd wonder that as well, yeah. But
Oh.
film set, and I don't want to spend our whole time just on
Oh
Ryan's castle, but
my God, Ryan's Castle in the movies. Oh,
it's
Jesus.
one of these like straight to TV movies. It's a movie made by, I think it might be made by Hallmark, presumed before their Hallmark TV channel, where they just make any cookie cutter storyline and just
Yeah.
set it at Christmas, and then it's a Christmas film. So this one, it's where the Prince of England, just Prince of England, he, he he decides that he really needs to discover more about the spirit of Christmas and living as an ordinary person. So he goes to the arse end of Canada, to a small town, where there just happens to be a young lady who's trying to organize a Christmas festival, and they fall in love, and he has to get back for a coronation that's happening on Christmas. The new king is being crowned on Christmas Day, but she's also having her festival on Christmas Day, and he's torn between his two lives.
That's classic storytelling. Mm.
I have another one called Christmas Cupcakes,
All right, hold
with
on.
some of the same cast in it,
Of course,
and
it's like
it
these are these tax scam movies that are made a lot in Canada, and they just have the same bunch of people because they need to get their acting union credits.
yeah,
They have to
yeah.
act in a certain number a year or they don't stay in the union. I'm going to, on my end, play the Christmas with
Oh, okay, cool.
a crown trailer. Okay, now it's moving. Yeah, I can hear it.
Hey.
I showed the partners your proposal, and they loved your design. They want you back right after the new year.
Wow, that's so soon.
I missed you, kiddo.
Aging
Missed you too.
actors
Last
pretending
week
they're
was
young
all I
and
could think about is
vibrant.
coming home. How are the plans for the Winter Festival coming?
We're not doing the Winter Festival.
It wasn't just a festival, it was Christmas.
See if
I
we
mean, see the
spot
whole
Ryan's
town
castle.
get together knowing that Mom was a huge part of it.
Oh no, it's so cheesy.
The accents are awful.
I
Though.
will not accept that. It is absolutely crucial to Crown and Country that Nicholas is here for the coronation on Christmas Day. Don't disappoint me.
It's to know what Christmas is
And then
about.
that fucking Christmas music that has to
It's
kick in.
just another ceremony in a long
Gosh, he's
line
got a
of
powerful
many.
jaw.
I had to do this for me.
Yes, he got an
Reminder of what
incredible
Christmas is
jaw.
actually about.
It almost looks like he has jaw implants.
please. Thank you so much.
Yeah, what the
If the
fuck?
library
That
doesn't
is like
find an alternate form of
Giga
funding,
Chad's first
we're
movie.
gonna have to close.
This could be a great time to bring back the Winter Festival.
What if the Winter Festival
Did you see the
became
pizza?
the Winter
Yes.
fundraiser?
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Who
I'm
are
mad.
you?
You want to make this festival happen? You need all the help you can get.
Why do you even care? You're not from here. I mean, what is the Winter Festival to you?
I was just captivated with the story of this place.
Why is she wiping cream off her face?
I wanted to see it just once. Just see a real Christmas.
Where did you say you were from again?
Your Highness, I found you.
I'm Your here to bring you Highness?
Home. Do they not know that you're a royal?
Cassie, the executives need an answer. Well, I guess I do too.
If you're not present on Christmas Day, it will abdicate the throne, and the royal line will end.
Keep thinking, what if there's
That's
something...
I don't think that's how British royals work.
It's Christmas starts with us.
No,
That's what
no,
Christmas
it doesn't
is.
make any
People
sense.
coming
If it's
together.
not there on Christmas Day, then the royal bloodline will end, and it'll be the end of the monarchy. You'll have to dissolve England as a nation.
Why would they do it on Christmas Day as well? Like that. Anyway.
Sorry, there's a second movie you said.
Oh, I just was looking. It's got some of the same cast. Do you recognize that guy? He's
the like
really butler guy with the bad accent. Yeah. This is another same kind of thing. Few of the same cast. I don't know if we can. We probably shouldn't bother watching it.
Oh
but-
yeah, that was enough with that nonsense. But yeah,
Basically, it's where these two women have to enter a baking contest, and one of them is falling in love with the guy, and it's also at Christmas for some reason. It's just like a couple of random little tropes, and make it Christmas time, and just throw them all together into a box and see what.
it's always Christmas, and there's always somebody in love. Those tend to be the movies though that I'll watch like in my dark hours.
Yeah.
I have a horrific affinity, and maybe that's where these new videos are going to lead me, but I'll watch shit like that. I don't know why, just to be annoyed at it, or to...
Yeah, I can
You know,
understand that. I don't know if I'd have the patience to watch the whole thing. But I don't know, maybe I should give that film a go. It'd be really good.
Well, I think that we should, for Christmas, we should review it. So we both have to watch it, or do a watch together of it on this.
Yeah, totally.
Live, and have that be a special.
Yeah, cool. That sounds like a good
Oh my god.
SPICEBAG Christmas.
The SPICEBAG Christmas special. So, is there any more on Mr. Ryan's Castle?
No, that's I think that's all there is to see.
That's awesome. That was beautiful.
Yeah, it's just more wedding photos.
Yeah, okay. So, I was looking back here at home at some houses as well. So, I'm going to share my screen. I wanted to show you this house that I'd found, right?
Wow, that looks
it's in Kildare.
gorgeous.
And you're like,
Oh, really?
You're like, because I was just like, fuck it. How do the rich live around me? You know, it's good to get an idea. And I mean, for the most part, there's not a huge amount to say. It's a rich, beautiful fucking house.
What a garden with a big little
as they all
kind of
are.
lake and everything.
Yeah, it's almost like a public
gorgeous.
park the way it's laid out. you know.
Yeah.
Let's see if that works. Yeah. So like, look at this. This is the land. It's got everything you could possibly
yeah.
imagine. It's got fucking nice fields. There's your park. It's got all that extra land around
Loads
it.
of land. Another big lake, yeah.
I don't have ad block on this browser. I'm using the SpiceBag specific browser, so none of my shit comes up. So if you're wondering why I'm not
That's a good
blocking the
idea,
fairy
actually.
ads on the side. But like, yeah, like any driveway that has its own kind of forest, you know.
Yeah.
Again, just lots of land, whatever. That's a view of, I think, like the stables. Yeah, it's the stables have their own
Yeah.
balcony, which is like, fuck's sake.
For
And
the
then
horses to
for
look
the
out.
horses, and you've got feet, yeah, right? For the horses to have their tea, looking out on the pool. It's got a horse like jumping section or exercise.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
Yeah, those are the jump. Smaller stables as well. Smaller horses to fit in
smaller
the smaller
horses.
stables. A tennis court, which looks a little
yeah.
neglected, if I'm honest.
A
But
little bit,
you know,
but probably still works fine. Is that a
I-
cat box?
oh, it does kind of look like a cat box. Probably not though.
Cat
you know.
stable?
They keep their lion there. But
At least for a
that's
really
that's-
small horse.
yeah, the horses just keep getting smaller the more you look at the pictures. Like it's lovely. It's really beautiful on the outside. Okay, but it leads me
Yeah.
to when you're talking about Ryan's Castle. It's very thematic because you would say that the design is garbage, right?
Really?
Okay, so even this, it's like that looks almost like something out, I don't know, North Korea or something. There's posts leading to the fucking fence posts.
It does look a bit odd, yeah.
So then you start with the door and you're like, well, that's a very vibrant pink.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Which, you know, fair enough. Show your attitude.
Kind of Barney purple.
But why do people with this much money have the worst sense of interior decorating?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's
James.
yeah.
This is shockingly
Yeah.
bad.
At least it's just the wallpaper. Oh no, it's not just
No,
the
it's not just
wallpapers.
the wallpaper. It's every room, the furniture with like the old style pictures on it. This one where I guess they're going to be more Mondi, what the fuck? This one where they're trying to be more trendy and modern.
Look
so
at
I was
those
trying to say.
rugs. They're like move the gradient from purple to
Yeah.
a horrible color of purple to a horrible color of blue.
Yeah, it's like, oh, because maybe that's the slightly more modern one, and it's just
Yeah.
like it's so much going on. There's some poor guy dying in the photo, in the painting in the background, right? Look
wow.
at this. Then it's like, how are these the people that have the money to afford this place? Look at there's so much clutter. I can't. I would just be anxious being in this place because there's too much to focus on.
I actually wouldn't mind it too much.
James, look at
that
this.
room I wouldn't like. I didn't mind the kitchen area. There really loads of colors. I don't mind that too much.
Oh, that's hideous. Because you can do colors, but do you have to do the crazy pink with the really strong green with the
Yeah, I
half
probably wouldn't go for that
wallpaper with the
Yeah.
like it's so much going on.
It is
and
a bit
and the bicycle converted to a bar, that's pretentious as fuck. Come
What
on.
would be better if they picked kind of one color scheme for each room? I mean, there's enough rooms that you could try all of these different styles, but just have them a bit more coherent in each room.
Now in
maybe?
here they've tried. This one is the red room, you know, a bit.
God, I hate those stripes.
It's fucking hideous. But like, and okay, also, have you ever like this room? There has been a cot death in this room. I mean, there just has.
It does have haunted nursery vibe.
Look at this. That's your
This
bedroom,
behind
and
it.
there's a fucking naked baby climbing up your fucking lamp. It's horrible. And it doesn't get
yeah.
any better. This is the best, and it's still shocking.
You think?
Well, because
That
at least
red
it's
stripe around the
muted
top, I
a
don't like.
bit. Like I can
Suppose.
breathe for a second. My eye
I
can
like
relax.
all the pictures of shoes all over the wall.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
nice,
drawings of
touch.
shoes. That's all I want to say is like, what is it that happens that rich people tend to have horrific style?
Yeah, rich people tend to be a bit mad, a bit eccentric anyway. Maybe that's yeah, I don't know. But richness and eccentricity seem to go hand in hand.
I kind of had a thought that maybe because the way the current systems are kind of set up, younger people tend not to get as rich as in previous generations, maybe. I don't know if that's true or if that's anecdotal, but perhaps it's just because more older people are wealthy with these types of places.
Yeah, how much was it on the market for? Do you know?
Oh yeah, I have it here. Do you want to take a guess?
Um, 2.5 million.
Fuck, you're close.
Oh wow,
265. Yeah, Jesus.
I think that's pretty good for all the land and everything you get.
Yeah, for the
85
land and the
acres.
building.
Wow.
Yeah, it's huge. It's fucking gigantic. Apply online today. Well, do you want to try it? See if you and I can get a mortgage here.
See if we can get.
I don't know. Anyway, that was my question. It's like, obviously Ryan has similar problems with design. These ones, they're doing that thing where it's like what poor people think rich people live like.
Yeah, a bit. There is a bit of that, definitely.
I don't know. I just find it disgusting to look at.
It's better than Ryan's place. Because like Ryan had only seen like children's drawings of castles.
That's very true. Do you know what's possible
Based
as
on
well? This could be a castle he like did draw as a child. All right, excellent. So I'm gonna do some quizzes with you, James.
Okay, this looks like an appropriate one for me.
Yeah, so I basically I scoured the wonderful mecca of Buzzfeed just to get these high quality quizzes that are going to actually answer a lot of questions. If you've been ever worrying about anything philosophically, you need wonder no more, or worry at all, because they can guess how long you've been single with just 9 questions. So I'm going to ask you to answer these questions as honestly as you can, and we'll find out if they know exactly how long you've been single.
Just on one point, I noticed there it says, "How angry do tandem bikes make you?" Do you know, I saw a tandem bike the other day. I've never seen one I don't seen one in the wild, like in person before. But in Ranelagh Village, there was a couple going by on a little tandem bike.
It
did make me a little bit annoyed.
Were you annoyed at their happiness or the fact that like just get 2 bicycles for fuck's sake?
Yeah, I just thought tandem bikes are just a bit silly. Can you ride them with one person? I presume are both people powering it?
Yes, James, I have actually been on a tandem bicycle.
Oh, really?
Yes, years ago. Yeah, so you're both kind of pedaling and powering it, and then the one at the front is steering. That's it.
Okay, right.
Okay, so I need you now to choose the couple that you think looks the most annoying. I can zoom in as well if you need.
Okay.
So we've got.
Suppose this would be the ones that would annoy me the most.
Yes. So yes, of course, you're answering as if you are yourself, which you are.
Okay. Cool. So I'm me in this, right?
You are. You're you in this scenario. Yeah. So we've got the sort of attractive, hunky model couple doing a nice, sexy pose on the beach. We've got the couple that dress up for Christmas and they're all decked out and they get really into it. You know, they do all this fun, maybe even cosplay together. You've got the old couple doing a nice wheelbarrow up on a mountain.
That's dangerous. You break a hip doing that.
Well, I was thinking she could fall off the mountain. He could wheel her off by mistake. And then you
try to push her off the cliff.
That's his great plan to get rid of her. And then you've got the couple who look at books and then laugh really loud into
They're
the sky,
also
like
on a cliff as well.
Yeah. So, which of those couples do you find the most annoying?
I mean the first one almost, but I think I'll have to go for the Christmas.
These, yeah.
Yeah.
I can absolutely understand that.
That kind of enforced joviality.
See, I find that with these personally down here. I'll give you my answers as well. For the record, I'm not single. I haven't been single for some time, so I don't know if it can pick that up. What would it do if I took this quiz? It would be like, you're not single, fuck you. It would be these boys for me though. Would take the biscuit. But anyway, let's take them. All right, now choose a Netflix show. I don't know what it has to do with anything, but we've got BoJack Horseman, The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Stranger Things, or Love.
Never heard of Love. I do love Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, but I think BoJack is like one of the best things on Netflix, so we'll have to go with that.
Excellent. I would
Stranger Things,
totally.
I can give or take.
Yeah, Stranger Things season 1, fantastic. Everything else.
Do you know Love? Have you seen that?
No, I've never seen it. That's the girl from Community, though. That's Britta.
Oh yeah.
Choose
Alison Brie, or is that the other one?
That's the other one. This is Gillian Jacobs.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so choose a hobby you can invest your time in as a form of self-improvement. So, yoga, elaborate cooking, boxing, or writing poetry.
Wow, this is weird because I have been doing a lot of cooking recently. I am actually, as part of a project that will make sense in a while, I am writing some poetry. I have thought about doing boxing, and I was just talking yesterday about taking up yoga. It's kind of all
See,
these
it's
things.
kind of all of them, right? So, well, okay, so say in the world, what is the exact phrasing? Choose a hobby you can invest. You can invest. Well, you can invest your time in anything, but anyway, I suppose it would be choose a hobby that you would think is the best for investing your time in as a form of self-improvement.
I think cooking is probably one of the best. It's good for,
Elaborate cooking as well. So it's like not just cooking,
yeah,
but like, okay.
healthy, you save money,
Okay,
good
so now
skill.
you have to choose a singlet. Yeah, so choose a
Yeah.
singlet.
What?
Just go with your gut, James.
Um,
Don't
I would,
question our overlords Buzzfeed. They know better, okay? This is science.
I'll go with the blue one.
The blue one.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, now choose a weeknight to go out on. So it's all the weeknights, and then I'd rather not go out. Thank you.
Oh, Friday's the best weeknight to go out. I wouldn't really think of that as weeknight, but yeah, Friday.
Yeah, right? Because that's, but yeah,
It's a
great.
weekend night.
Now, choose a Sex in the City character. You've got Miranda, Carrie, Charlotte, or Samantha. that should be the noise of this quiz. Ooh.
I'm gonna close my eyes and see which one I point at.
Okay.
Samantha.
All right. Excellent. Now, choose a fancy thing. Has this been 9 questions yet? Choose a fancy thing to treat yourself to. A massage, dinner out with friends, some new shoes, some flowers.
I wonder what it reads into when you answer some of these things, because I'm actually thinking new shoes, but it's not because I'm big into shoes. It's because I only have like one pair.
Yeah.
So I
Like you
probably
could
could
do
do with a
with
second pair of
you could do a
shoes.
second pair. I think that's not the spirit. I would say if
Well, a
you
fancy thing, like a
if you were
treat.
fancy and you were like wealthy and you had
Ah.
like you had it like 4 pairs of shoes anyway or whatever rich people had.
Two would be enough for me.
Yeah, right. So yeah, say you don't need one for like, oh, my shoe has a hole in it. Which of those things would you think to treat yourself to in a situation where you were
So like the dinner isn't, if you're starving, would you go for dinner with friends?
exactly, yeah. So you're full, you're relaxed. There's already
You have flowers already.
you have flowers already, and you've got some nice shoes. Which of them is slightly more appealing?
I think dinner out. It's the only one of those things I would actually do for fun.
Amazing. Now you've got to choose a carb. Oh my god. Bread, mashed potato, rice, or pasta.
Ooh. I wish the question had more like choose one. If you could only have one carb for the rest of your life, which would it be? Not just choose one.
Yeah, no, it's just just choose one. What's your
Choose
carb?
one.
Oh my god, like mashed potato is my
Which
carb.
carb are you?
Yeah, you do have to get into the mindset of like a valley girl from LA, right?
Oh yeah.
You
It
know.
is BuzzFeed. Okay.
Exactly. That's yeah.
Bread is super nice and super interesting. Have you ever seen there's a series on Netflix there's a guy called Michael Pollan.
Pollen.
Yeah. But it's Pollan with an A, Pollan. Anyway, there's an
Coward.
episode about bread and about like the fermentation process, and it made me really appreciate bread.
But does it make it your carb?
I don't know. I'd kind of rather go without any of the others, except maybe rice. I don't know.
Okay, so I think between bread and rice,
Yeah,
you seem to have expressed more of an interest in bread, but I don't want to lead you.
I think so. It's more interesting. It's fermented. It's got more going on.
Excellent. Choose something that should never have come into existence. So here we go. Tandem bikes, pictures like this. So, you know, it's like shows their feet. And it's funny when I do that with a girl, it's me that's on my tippy toes. Valentine's Day, I guess, like the whole concept of it, and pictures like this one where, you know, leading them out to the water or whatever. So which of those should never have come into existence because, you know, you can't let others enjoy themselves?
See, tandem bikes aren't that bad. They're kind of interesting little gadgets. Do you know, I saw a tandem bike the other day. I've never seen one I don't seen one in the wild, like in person before. But in Ranelagh Village, there was a couple going by on a little tandem bike.
That's
It did make me a little bit annoyed. Pictures like this, the first one.
This one.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Hate that kind of shit, yeah.
Well, hey, so 3 years. You've been single for a while and might even be actively looking for someone new. Or you might not be. Okay, great. That's it.
Wow, they've really got it.
Either way, right? That's so accurate. It's almost like something else. Either way, you don't particularly appreciate it when your family members ask you when you're going to settle down. But you see, nobody appreciates that. That's that broad general...
Yeah, it's true of everyone.
The general horoscope thing. You know, that if you just go broad, then of course it's going to appeal to the majority of people. Which, if I can borrow your time for another beautiful, beautiful quiz, I want you to tell us about your day, and then I'll tell you what zodiac sign you really are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know.
Do you know which one I am?
No, because I don't know the zodiac signs.
Okay, cool. I'll reveal it at the end.
Oh, excellent. That's even better. Yeah, because like that answer was so broad that it's kind of like a zodiac thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to use the sliding scale. So this is excellent. So I'm going to use a sliding scale to, like, you know, from more to less or whatever. And how do you feel about early mornings? So, I hate them or I love them. I'm an early bird. Where would you be in that scale?
Yeah, very much on the hate side.
How far would you say? Fully 10, 25?
80%.
So you're like about here?
Yeah, I think so.
How important is breakfast? I never eat it, or it's the most important meal of the day.
Say towards the never eat it, about like a third of the way towards that. Yeah,
like
right
there. How long is your daily shower? So about 2 minutes in and out, or at least 45 minutes.
Oh, and in the middle is 15 minutes. Okay. I think it's a little under 10 minutes.
So
usually
about there.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
would say. All right. How important is your morning coffee? Ew, I can't stand it. I can't function without it.
I rarely have coffee anymore, so...
So middle and occasional coffee is okay?
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Nice.
It doesn't feel like the midpoint of those two
I could drop it a tad, so it's like closer to the can't stand it, right? How do you feel about commuting? I dread it every day. I really enjoy it.
But back when I did commute, I actually didn't mind it that much. I liked a bit of time to listen to podcasts. So I do it about maybe halfway towards I really enjoy it. Yeah, about there.
Nice. What if you get pushed during your commute?
Oh, this is such a
boring
question.
It's okay. It's probably an accident, or this makes me furious.
I would be very passive aggressive. I probably wouldn't actually get angry about it though.
So more, it's a little annoying.
Yeah, maybe a little nudge
Smidge.
over towards a little smidge.
Do you like your job? I really hate it, or I love it. Spoken like a true capitalist shit.
I do quite like it, so maybe 2/3 of the way towards I love it.
Excellent. Do you see your friends during the week? Well, it is during the week, James, and I would consider us friends, so keep that in mind when answering this question.
And the middle is if it's a special occasion, which this kind of is. So will we say that?
Every time I get to talk to you, it's a special occasion for me. Yeah, sure, why not? Middle. Boom. How much TV do you watch in a day? None, or at least 4 hours.
If we include like YouTube and stuff like that, then I suppose
Say a bit,
yeah, we'll do a couple of hours anyway.
What about daily exercise? I never exercise, or a daily workout is essential.
Yeah,
Try
I
to be a
probably
little
should
bit active.
probably should move it a bit more towards I never exercise.
Just a bit for now. This is something we'll work
Yeah.
on. So what is your skin care routine? I don't wash my face, ew, or I have a 12-step routine. Or the middle is I have a basic regime. How do you say that?
Regime?
Regime.
No, I don't have much routine. I mean, I use a bit of moisturizer after a shower, and that's about it.
That's basic, I would say. A lot of men don't do that at all. How important is bedtime? I barely sleep, or a strict schedule is essential. Or in the middle, I go to bed when I want.
Again, those three things don't feel like they're on a scale.
Right. It should be more of a that should be more of a triangle, and you can.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm really bad with it. I'm trying to get better with my. It's actually an ongoing project at the moment to try and like turn off screens at a certain time.
Oh,
sleep.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of.
So,
Even though
I
the
mean,
middle is wrong, it does seem kind of middle because anything that you're trying to improve.
Like-
I think that means you want it, and if you want it, that could show.
Kind of need to have more of a strict schedule because I'm really bad at getting enough sleep.
Buzzfeed, you couldn't have said it better. I am done. Right, we're going to find out what your...
This is for star sign, right?
This is going to tell you exactly what your zodiac sign is. So, James, you are Aquarius. You're independent, fierce, and you always follow your heart. You've got a really curious mind, which means that you can easily get distracted from what you're doing. See, that's very specific to you.
My true sign is Leo.
Okay. And we're going to read both of your horoscopes, what it says you actually are versus what you are, to see which seems more accurate for the day, for what's happening right now. Okay?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then you'll be able to plan your week better because now you have two sets of information. Aquarius, the old saying, I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine, seems to have gone out of favor. About time, too, if you ask me. Not only does it suggest that the world turns on personal relationships rather than merit, but it's an unregulated practice. It's not...
What is this? What are they?
No. It's not that favors are bad. It's that you shouldn't touch someone without their permission. No, sorry. It's when other people's back scratching happens behind our backs that things risk getting unscrupulous. Before you jump in to save somebody's back today, make sure that's what they need. And be clear, they don't owe you anything in return. Do a favor out of love. But, wait a moment, just what is Kinnear Horoscope 5-star service? Take a free trial and find out.
What's the lesson of this?
Don't
help people?
Don't help people is what they're saying. Don't help people because they may not want it. They may not want your help. Only help someone you love, but make sure they want it. Look, life lessons. All right, now we're going to go to, you said Leo, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a saying. There's another saying. All right, we're all about the sayings. There's a saying. The best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. Not only does this seem sexist, it is, in my opinion, rather derogatory to mice, too. Or maybe Robert Burns, who wrote it, thought that women's plans were less likely to go amiss. You're excited about a plan you've been working on, but you're half suspecting that it's not going to work out quite the way you want it to. You're absolutely right. But before you start to worry, take a breath. The coming new moon insists that it will unfold in a way that delights you. But wait a moment. Just what is the Kinnear Horoscope's 5-star service? Take a free trial and find out.
So a project I'm working on isn't going to go well, but it will delight me.
Yes, and never say the best laid plans of mice and men because it's sexist and rude to mice.
Okay.
Women's plans are less likely to go amiss. But yeah, I mean, if you just take those sayings and really think about what we've learned, I think this week can go really terribly for you. You can not only fail at a project, but you can also not help people that you love.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
But it's going to delight me still.
But you'd be very delighted because
unfold in a way that delights me. Okay.
Exactly.
That sounds good.
And wait a moment.
Can
Take
take a
that
free
free trial.
trial.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So make sure to take any free trial. All right. That's all of the fun I have for you with that one anyway.
Cool.
That was a mile a minute of fun.
We could go and get like an actual reading done. You know, in Georgia Street Arcade, there's like a fortune teller there. We could go and get our actual fortunes told by a professional.
Do you have to go to school to become a fortune teller?
I'd imagine. I think it's a PhD kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So it's probably like 8 years minimum of
Yeah.
study. Cool.
I think she's called Professor Miranda Mystique is the fortune teller.
It's really lucky that her last name was Mystique when she deals with so many mystical arts.
Like Mystic Meg. Do you remember her?
No.
Oh, she used to, yeah, she was a UK fortune teller. Yeah, thanks for joining us for good old-fashioned browsing, housing, looking at films, and also telling our futures. At least I know now what's going to be in store for me for the week ahead. I feel I understand myself better. I think we all do, actually, after that experience.
Absolutely.
And thank you for joining us. And we'll be back again very soon, I'm sure. Another delve into the spice bag.
Beautiful. If you would like to change up the flavor of the spice bag or try a different type of meat, just give us suggestions down below on anything you want to see us cover, whether that's another wonderful accurate quiz or horoscopes or whatever it might be.
Or old people trying to figure out Minecraft again.
That also could be one of our features, our featurettes that shows up soon.